Welcome back to John Kleis Car Auditors YouTube channel. Today's video is about this Land Rover Defender behind me, the TDCi, or Puma as it gets nicknamed a lot, which is like 2007 onwards Land Rover Defender. It's come in because we just wanted to put a touchscreen in the front with Apple CarPlay and an aerial. Simple as that for stage one. I'm sure the customer's going to come back for lots of bits because this owner always does come back to us for extras. Now, starting from the outside, because I want to show you I want to just show you, it's a nice example of a tidy looking Defender 90. But the main reason is, I want to show you the aerial we've installed. This is a Naka Tenenga aerial, replaces the factory pull-up aerial, and this is an awesome aerial for DAB and FM, and also just suits the utility style vehicle it's positioned on. So actually our go-to aerial we install. We run a new lead as well, straight from the aerial to the new stereo as well, meaning there's no old leads used. Now, I'm going to show you the solution. So this is what we call a double DIN conversion. In essence, what that means is it means that we put a screen in and we relocate the switches from around this area, which you know, like the hazard switch across the top, and we put them over here. Now, there's a couple of different panel and iterations we use of these panels, depending on customer's budget and that. This is one that comes with the fitting kit, but we do offer a solution where you have 3 sets of switch blanks, or even 4 sets of switch blanks, and not this disc. Personal preference, you pay the extra money, we'll actually fit the other relocation panels, which is good. Now let's turn it on. It's a great option, screen sits nicely. We do a Stinger version as well, but when you go for the Stinger large 10-inch screen, which sits a bit higher, you lose the clock and these air vents. So if you want to keep it more original, let's call it, this is the better option. We put the Land Rover logo on, as you saw when you turn it on, just to keep it more in keeping with the vehicle. Now this is the DMX8021, which is a cracking unit, supplied and fitted, works out usually around the £1,500 mark, and it just works extremely well. It's got 3-year warranty and it's super reliable. Now I'm just going to connect my phone up to show you wireless Apple CarPlay. So I'm going to search the Bluetooth on my phone. I'm going to find it like this. I'm going to pair, hit allow, and then hit yes on here, and my phone's going to say, do you want to do CarPlay? Just like that. Live demonstration of how you connect your phone. Once you do that once, you do not have to do it again. It is automatic when you get in. And in about 3, 2, 1, we'll have Apple CarPlay, just like so. Do apologise for the keen eyes. That shortcuts will be moved over to the right for when I finish this video. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, all the switches work really nicely over here. So you've got the wiper and washer jet. I don't know why I'm going back to this area because I wish it in your CarPlay, but I'm flitting about here. USB for the Kenwood is flushed into one of the blanks, which is quite nice and neat, just like that. You can put another USB-C or a cigar charger there if you want to utilise that spot as well. Anyway, back to CarPlay. We have maps. We have all the navigation apps, so Google Maps, Waze, Apple Maps, the lot. We have internet radio apps. So if you go into an area where there's no DAB coverage, you can use Radio Player, Rayo, Global, all this internet radio apps you could use. We have the music streaming apps like Spotify. You can use Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, YouTube Music, all works on here. We changed the illumination to green to match the lights on the dashboard, which is quite a nice little touch. DAB, because it's got the aerial, it will pick up a lot of channels. So if I go to the search list, I can just scroll down, keep scrolling, just keep scrolling, just keep scrolling. So you get a lot of stations, which is nice. You don't get that many stations when you put a windscreen aerial on the windscreen. It works, it's acceptable, but you can't beat a proper body-mounted aerial that uses the wing as a ground plane. It's a far better solution. Yeah, I mean, what else do you want me to say on it? You can add a reverse camera to this as well. Customers don't want to opt on this one, but reverse cameras do massively help on these Defenders, especially ones like this where it's got a massive dog cage behind where you can't actually see diddly squat. But our customers assured us they don't need one, they know how to drive, and it's only a small 90, which I kind of get anyway, right? But yeah, this is the DMX8021, a double DIN conversion. This is a Land Rover Defender. My name is Connor. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.